Hi there, I'm Dana Shea Williams, speaker, author, marriage coach, and the podcast host of the Rebuilding Us Marriage podcast. In this video, I want to be able to help you to answer 4 questions about whether masturbation as a Christian is wrong. The first question is, what if my spouse won't have sex with me? Surely masturbation is better than adultery. Well, the answer to that is simply, of course. We can all agree that adultery is always sinful. But to approach your question with that logic is the same thing as saying, isn't cheating on my taxes better than not paying my taxes? They both fall short. So instead of settling for, shouldn't I just masturbate, perhaps you can consider hiring an intimacy coach that will help you and your spouse to get to the root causes of your lack of sexual intimacy in your marriage. The second question is, my spouse likes it when I masturbate. Is this a problem? So a sexual ethic template that I recommend to my clients are, is it defiling? The Bible says, do not let the marriage bed be defiled. Is it dishonoring? And is it distracting? If you can answer no to all of those questions in good faith, and you have prayed and you and your spouse are in unity and you have peace, I would say follow the way of peace. The third question is, I'm single and I don't want to fall into sexual sin. Can masturbation help me avoid fornication? To this question, I would say that if you want to avoid fornication, do not awaken the sleeping giant. In the book of Song of Solomon, in chapter 8, verse 4, it says, do not awaken or arouse love before its time. When you masturbate, you are literally arousing yourself. And it's like that itch, it's like when you get a mosquito bite and you think, I'm just going to scratch it one last time, and it's going to stop itching, but it never stops itching. So to masturbate in light of trying to avoid fornication is like scratching that itch and hoping that it stops, but it never does. The fourth question is, I do a better job pleasuring myself through masturbation than my spouse can. Isn't it better than having my spouse feel inadequate? To this question, I would say that making love in marriage is more than just having your sexual desires and needs met. It is also about learning how to pleasure and please your spouse and teaching your spouse what pleases you. So a part of sexual intimacy is teaching your spouse what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what you like, what you don't like, receiving their feedback, what feels good to them, what do they need in order to be aroused. This is when we take sexual intimacy and it becomes more than sex, but it actually becomes intimacy. So I would say that instead of you pleasing yourself, give your spouse the space and the time that they need with feedback so that they can learn how to engage you in a way that is mutually pleasurable for both of you. Well, you all, I know that this is a very nuanced topic, and I know that it can be very awkward to have these conversations with your spouse. And this is why I have a free resource that I want to share with you all, how to have conversations in awkward situations, whether it's a conversation about conflict, masturbation, pornography, or any other conflicting or difficult conversation. You can learn how to have these conversations with my conversation starters. You can access that free resource at danashay.com/conversation starters. Thanks so much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.